Hi, so my name's Adam Mellor. Well, I was a student nurse working at the University of Manchester. I am now a fully qualified registered nurse working at Stepping Hill Hospital, and I work on the surgical assessment ward at Stepping Hill. And we basically take referrals from GPs, one-on-one calls, and from A&E directly for any sort of surgical interventions which the patients may need. It's important to me, particularly because it's nice to know you're making a difference for people. Knowing that your job entails looking after someone who's in quite a vulnerable situation at a time, and knowing that you're looking after someone's family member and actually making a difference for them as well. Particularly through the pandemic, it's been quite difficult. It's important to me as well just to know you're making a difference in the community and you're looking after all the staff members. Some of the personal values which I think are very important for nurses to have, particularly just for supporting the Greater Manchester population, are things like reassurance. You know, it's the people come into hospital and it's an unfamiliar scenery, especially in the pandemic. We're all wearing PPE and masks, and in particular just being that figure, that listening ear for them, just to get that reassurance. So the most rewarding part of my job is definitely looking at the acute side of things, particularly when you get a patient who's coming with an acute surgical issue and you can see they're looking not themselves, they're in a poor condition, and just being able to give them that treatment and seeing that difference that you make over that course of a week or however long it is they need to stay with us, and seeing them ready for discharge, packed up all in their own clothes, ready to go home to their families, and just seeing the excitement and the satisfaction they had from the care we've provided. So I studied in Manchester, but I also am now qualified and work at Manchester Trust. The reason I stayed is, one, it's my hometown. I've lived in Manchester my whole life and I'm comfortable with the trusts that are around me. Not only that, but I had so many placements in a lot of these trusts, and I got to build good relationships with a lot of the nurses and the doctors and the senior staff members. But not just that, but it's my hometown. You know, I want to make a difference for the people here, and I want to be able to have an impact and hopefully in the future go into positions which I can then be in a more leadership position, and also encourage students to stay in Manchester when they come on placements, and just really give them a good opening to why Manchester's a good place to work. So I really wanted to study at Manchester, particularly because it's my home city. You know, I've grown up around here. I'm a Mancunian, I like the city, I love the campus. I've had many opportunities to come and visit before when I was in college. One thing which stood out for me was the induction day which we had here. I just felt so welcomed. You know, I didn't feel like I was a college student. I felt like I was already part of the university before I'd even got the accepted offer. But also just seeing the expertise by the staff at that time as well. Stuff which they were actively trying to encourage me to, you know, further develop before I even come to this university, or just open my mind in sort of areas which at the time I weren't aware of. So I looked at the nursing degree here at University of Manchester, the B-Nurse course, and I just fell in love with it. It was really impactful and the induction day was amazing. So if I was to summarise my time at Manchester University, it was a really positive experience, particularly around the fact that university is difficult, it is, but you did have as much support as you needed. A big spirit of Manchester is to push yourself, is to accept challenges and jump out your comfort zone and really just take it at the forefront, and once you do that, you know, you really just will get to the end of it and you will succeed.